Okay, I think the football gods smiled on the Gamecocks tonight. Really proud of our entire team, our defense. We gave up a bunch of yards, I guess, but we kept them out of the end zone, held them to 13 points. So Coach Hoke and all the defensive coaches did a good job of keeping them in there and holding them down. I think I called a lousy game, as I said earlier. The 4th and 1, we called it, and they put everybody up there, and we had no business trying to sneak it, but we did, and didn't have a chance. It wasn't Perry's fault. That was our fault. But somehow or another, Brandon Wiles and Sean Carson had some nice runs. Other than that, gosh, I guess we're fortunate to hit Pharaoh on a touchdown, but they got the best of us. Their defense got the best of our offense, pretty much, except for the run game there at the end. So we're very fortunate and got a lot to correct. We didn't play our best. I think North Carolina's a dang good team. I think they're going to beat a lot of people this year. I really do. All right.
Steve, you've always liked Sean Carson's speed. Just how was it to see him?
Yeah, I told Coach Sands that was a wonderful idea putting him in. Dave Williams had a tough night. Why he tried to break that thing wide on 3rd and inches. I don't know why, but he did. He went wide and had no chance, and then we missed on 4th. But hopefully we can learn a whole bunch from this game. But our passing game was not very good, as all of you know. We got to find a way to hit some passes somewhere down the field. So we'll work on it, see if we can get better. But give North Carolina's defense a lot of credit. Covered, had a decent pass rush, and they played well.
Coach, what was the biggest difference in your defense tonight from last year?
Well, the biggest difference was the red zones, probably. I don't know how many yards North Carolina had. What did they have? Anybody know? Huh? 440. 440 and 13 points. See, that doesn't go together. But like Coach Hoke said, we made a bunch of mistakes here and there, and they moved the ball consistently. What did we make? About 240 probably at best? What did we make? 390? Gee, I felt like we made about 200 the way we were getting stymied. But, yeah, I guess we had a lot of rushing yards, didn't we? How much was those? Okay. All right. Yes, sir.
In the second half, you saw something on the right side of the ball that opened up. What changed?
I don't know. We ran it once and went for about 8, kept running it, and then every now and then we'd get stupid and run somewhere else. And I should have just kept running there. I think it must have averaged 10 yards. A little handoff sweep around the right end. Jarrell Adams did some good blocking, as did the line. They came around and the backs hit a little crack nicely on both those. Sean Carson and Brandon Wiles ran very well on that play.
Steve, are you encouraged or discouraged at the moment?
I'm encouraged that we played poorly and won. We're very, very happy because we know the way this thing started out. We could have been way behind at halftime, and we were only down 13-10, and our defense kept them out of the end zone. So we're very pleased that we won a ball game, but we know we're fortunate. We're not strutting out of here like we're hot stuff, that's for sure. We're very fortunate tonight. Sometimes you win some. The other team maybe outplays you. Sometimes you outplay the other team and lose also. So this was our night to come out a winner.
David?
Steve, was Connor battling a wrist or a hip or something there?
He had some cramps. I guess it was a little hotter tonight than we thought it was going to be, because 2 years ago we really had a hot one against North Carolina. But it was hot. We had IV about 12 or 13 players during the course of the game. He had a little hip pointer. I think they iced him up or something and came back to handoff. But all of our snaps were good tonight. Alan Knott snapped them back there. That's one thing I think we did well. We snapped it to the quarterback.
John?
But staying on sides and jumping off sides and delay of game, yeah, we were pretty sad. We couldn't get lined up. We got too many formations, and one or two guys get hurt, and the other guys, we got to coach better. Simple as that.
John?
Coach Sky Moore probably had the 2 biggest plays of the game. Can you talk about what he did in there?
Yeah, Sky can pick the ball off. He does it in practice all the time. As everybody knows, you play cover 2, that middle linebacker down the middle, he's got to cover a lot of range, and he has a knack of watching the quarterback. So those were those were plays that won the game. Sky Moore did it. Yeah.
Steve, is Connor your starter again next week, or are
I
you
think
thinking
so.
about it?
Yeah, I think so. If he's healthy and so forth. Yeah, he did okay. He got hit a few times. we didn't, Debo had a chance maybe to make that play, didn't quite make it. And, but other than that, I don't know, we had a lot of guys open that he, misfired on. They had some good coverages.
Okay. Coach, you had 5 different guys and a punter take snaps tonight. Were you just trying to figure something out?
Yeah, that's sort of what you do when you're not a good passing team. You sort of mix around a whole bunch of guys, and we'll probably keep doing that, trying to find a way to run the ball effectively. But that's sort of what we do right now. Not very well, but that sweep around right in, like you said, was pretty good.
Right.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it all offseason with John Hook coming in and out. That's only one game, but are you excited to see what they did now and again?
Well, like Coach Hoke said, we hung in there. We hung in there and stopped them in the red zone, but we got enough to yell and scream at the entire team. One player that had a super night is our walk-on punter. If you want me to brag on a punter, I'm bragging on ours. Not only did he punt beautifully all night, he made the tackle on that field goal we attempted last play of the half. That thing looked like it was going all the way when their kid cut back. And Sean Kelly, our punter, got him, tackled him right there. So give a little praise to Gamecock punter in your write-ups, okay?
Let's go to the back of the room.
So much was unknown coming into this season. You talked about unknown. What'd you learn in game 1?
And learn we got a long way to go. Yeah, we've got a ways to go. We got to maybe be a little bit more conservative, or we know we can run the ball, though. We can run the ball, so we got to keep doing that.
Matt?
Steve, Kelsey Griffin had a couple sacks.
Kelsey Griffin, yeah. We gave him a game ball, too. I think he only played probably 5 plays, didn't he? Sometimes you go first game of the season, you don't know who your best players are. You watch him in practice and you think, man, he's really a good player. And then all of a sudden the ball game comes along and he just doesn't do very much. And Kelsey Griffin gets in the game. He was second team or so. And all of a sudden made 2 big sacks. 2 big sacks.
Coach, did they give you an official ruling on what Connor said for the taunting penalty? Did they tell
We
you?
couldn't figure it out, and he came over and said, they called it on me. And what'd you do? He said, I just said something to a buddy of mine. Next thing I knew, it was taunting. He must have said something, but the ref wouldn't have called it. But we'd probably found a way to go backwards off of that anyway. We got a first down. They just moved it back a little bit, and then we started going backwards again.
Coach, what does Connor need to work on?
Oh, we'll watch the tape and just try to, we got to get him somebody open. Though I don't think we had a lot of good plays. I don't think we had a lot here and there. They covered us. They covered well. We had some bad plays on.
Dick?
You talked about last year you struggled a little bit running the clock at the end tonight, being able to take control of the game and running the clock.
Yeah, I told Lorenzo Ward, if we'd made 2 first downs at the end of 3 other games last year, we'd all be smiling a lot better, but we didn't do it. And tonight we did. So that was, and we ran the ball. And Brandon Wiles ran it for us. It was very, very encouraging to run out 2 first downs. That was good. I was the happiest I could be on that last 3rd down, because we've watched punting with a minute left and bad things happening, but we didn't have to. Okay. Anything else?
Coach, I know you talked a lot this offseason about Debo, but Terry Guger had a couple of nice
Yeah,
catches too.
Terry's a good player and can catch the ball. And Debo, I think, pulled a hamstring tonight. So, and we were fortunate he ran that kickoff back and fumbled, and one of our guys got it. So, ball bounced our ways at good times tonight, because we didn't look very good, especially on offense. But we got a victory, so hopefully we can coach our way to getting a lot better before we play Kentucky next week. Okay? All right, thanks.
Gamecock players will be available in the hallway outside.